So my grandma turned 99 years old and we had a birthday party for her. We all go to her house, and as soon as I walk in, I'm scanning the room to see who all is there, because I'm not gonna hold you, I don't fuck with the entirety of my family. I just don't. And upon scanning the room, I notice that everyone's really just mingling and chit-chatting it up. But then I look to the corner and I see somebody just in the corner of the room with a blanket over their head. Now this blanket is musty, it looks dirty, it looks unwashed. So naturally, I'm like, who's that in the corner, and why are they so isolated, like way over there? Girl, my sister looked at me and she goes, that's your cousin Titi. I'm like, cousin Titi? For a split second, I forgot I had a cousin Titi. My cousin Titi, she's like 9 or 10 years old at this point, but I've only ever seen her like twice her whole life, because every single time we have like a family gathering or whatever, she's never there. Y'all, as I'm making my way up to my cousin Titi to say hello, my sister says, hey, you don't want to do that. So I'm like, why not? Like, I'm literally just saying hello. I haven't seen her in a long ass time. And y'all, I should have just listened to my sister when she told me not to go up to my cousin Titi. Because I go up to my cousin Titi, right? I make the mistake of pulling the blanket off of her. She fucking, y'all want to know what she did? She fucking hisses at me. Like, and pulls the blanket back down. What? So naturally, I'm like, oh, hell nah. What the fuck? So I go to my sister, yo, what is wrong with her? My sister goes, bro, nobody knows. She just acts like that. Like, dude, she just hissed at me like a cat. And I wish I could tell y'all that that was the weirdest thing that my little cousin Titi did that night, but it wasn't. It wasn't. Soon as it was time to sing happy birthday to my grandma, who, by the way, 99, can I get a round of applause for 99? Come on now, bro. A lot of people don't make it that far. Soon as we call on my grandma so we can sing happy birthday, cut the cake, and do all that good shit, we gathering all the family members together. I'm looking for my cousin Titi. I'm looking around the room. I don't see Titi nowhere, right? I go to my auntie. I'm like, hey, where's your daughter? I don't see her nowhere. Y'all will not believe what my auntie said. My auntie was like, well, if she's not here, then don't worry about it. I'm like, what do you mean don't worry about it? Isn't she like 9 years old? Like, you don't just get to do whatever the fuck you want at 9 years old. If we're gathering the family to sing happy birthday, you need to be here with the family. But my auntie just kept insisting, don't worry about it, don't worry about it, don't worry about it. Okay, y'all, I wish I would have listened to my auntie and not worried about it, because the moment I went to look for my little cousin Titi, the moment I went to look for her and I actually found her, I should have listened to my auntie. I should have just left it alone. I should have not worried about it, because the shit that she did was abnormal as fuck, to say the least. I'm like, fuck it. I want to sing happy birthday to my grandma and I want all her grandkids to be present. Y'all want to know where Titi was? When I tell you I looked everywhere, I was this close to giving up looking for Titi. I looked in the closets. I looked in the tubs. Y'all will not believe where I found her. And I almost didn't look here, because like, why the fuck would you be there? You feel me? Something told me, go outside into the backyard and check the shed. She could just be there. And y'all, I'm so glad I did, because I walk in that motherfucking shed. There she is with that musty ass blanket covering her whole body, with her iPad in her hands, watching or doing or playing God knows what. So I go, hey Titi, we're about to sing and cut the cake. Do you want to eat some cake? And I'm wholeheartedly expecting her to be like, yeah, I want some cake, I want some cake. Because, you know, kids love cake. She ignores me completely. Like, just acts like she didn't hear me. And I know she don't got no headphones, because I can hear whatever the fuck she's playing or watching on her iPad. I can hear it. So I go, hey Titi, we're about to sing and cut the cake. Do you want cake or not? Again, completely ignores me like a sack of shit. Like, I'm not even there for real. So I walk over to her and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna take the blanket off of her. If she hisses at me, I'll just hiss back. You feel me? We could just all night. You feel me? I don't give a fuck. I go over to her. I take one step. She's already hissing. I'm telling you, I took one step closer to her. She was already under the blanket. What the fuck? So at this point, I'm like, nah, bro, this shit is weird. I should have just not worried about it. Just like my auntie said, should have just left it alone. Should have just left it alone. But see, I'm a little hard-headed and stubborn, so I go over there, I snatch the blanket from her. Y'all, instead of hissing, she starts fucking screaming like a fucking psychopath. She's looking at me, she's screaming, her face is turning red. I'm like, holy shit, dude. Now I need to know what is wrong with her. So I'm like, you know what? You got it. I throw her musty ass blanket back at her. She covers herself up mad quick. I go back inside. I'm like, hey, Titi don't want to come and sing. She don't want no cake. Let's do this. Soon as I go looking for a lighter to light the candles on the cake, my auntie comes to me and she goes, I told you to leave it alone. I look at my auntie and I'm like, Why would I leave it alone though? She's a 9-year-old kid. She should be spending time with her cousins in here. But instead, she's out in the back in a dark shed with a blanket over her body, doing something on her iPad. My auntie looks at me and she goes, don't worry about it. Okay. We gather around a table, we sing happy birthday, cut the cake, we're eating or whatever, but I just can't stop thinking about Titi and that weird ass shit that she just did in the back. But hey, my auntie said don't worry about it. So I'm trying not to worry about it. After the little party or whatever, we all get to cleaning. We clean, we go home. I got a call from my auntie. I'm like, oh shit. She probably about to snap on me or something. I don't even want to pick it up. But it's my auntie, so I picked it up. Y'all, she called me to talk about Titi. She was like, man, I told you to leave it alone. Now she won't talk to me. She won't look at me. She won't eat her food. Like, she not trying to eat her dinner. I'm like, wait a minute. How does that have anything to do with me? All I tried to do was get her to come inside and eat some cake. The fact that she not talking to you, looking at you in your face, or eating her dinner has nothing to do with me. I felt like my auntie was trying to blame me for that shit. And then I said something that I probably shouldn't have said because I felt like my auntie got offended. But I said, hey, you need to get your child evaluated because whatever's wrong with her, it's not right. My auntie goes silent on the phone for like a split second, right? And I sense the hostility. I do. But something is wrong with that child. My auntie says, don't worry about my parenting. Worry about you. And she hangs up the phone. I tried to let that shit go that night, but something was just so haunting about the way that Titi was acting that I had to do more. You feel me? Like, I know she told me to leave it alone, but I had to do more, and I'm glad that I did. Because as I'm sitting here on my little laptop doing my little research, trying to figure out why kids act this way, a lot of shit was popping up. A lot of shit like autism and introvertedness. I started sending articles to my auntie, and y'all, she did not like that. So I'm sending all these articles to my auntie, and she basically just said to leave her alone, stop sending her shit, da-da-da. She kept insisting there's nothing wrong with her child. She's just a little introverted. She don't like to be bothered. So boom, I started looking shit up about introverted kids and their patterns and how they act and shit like that. Because I just want to know if this kid is really just introverted or if there's something like mentally wrong there. As I'm doing my research on like introverted kids and whatnot, I stumble upon an ad, I guess you could say. And y'all, I really don't click on ads because I feel like every ad is a virus, but I'm so fucking glad I clicked on this. I promise you it was heaven sent because I needed to see this. This may sound so fucking fake, but the ad literally just said, shy kid, we can help. So boom, I click on the ad. I'm praying to God that it's not a fucking virus. It's not. It actually took me to the Apple store. Soon as it took me to the Apple store, I'm like, okay, well, if it's something I have to purchase, I'm not gonna do it. I don't give a fuck that much. Not about nobody else's kid. Sorry, sue me. But it was actually a free app. So I ended up downloading the app to see what it was about, and it just so happens to be an app that helps with just that. Shyness, introvertedness, timidness, social skills, communication, just everything that makes a person a person. You feel me? So I'm like, okay, I checked it out. First, it asks you a couple questions about yourself. I did the little assessment. It took less than 3 minutes. And then I started doing the work. I quickly realized that this is a tool that could help Titi, but I was so scared to send it to my auntie because she had already told me to leave it alone like 3 times. But what kind of person would I be if I found a tool like this and not sent it to my auntie, right? Plus, when I realized that the app was compatible with an iPad, I was like, no, this is perfect. This is perfect for Titi. She's never off that damn iPad. So if she's gonna be on her iPad, she might as well be doing something that benefits her. So it was like 11 o'clock at night. I called my auntie. I'm like, hey, listen, I know you told me to leave it alone, but I just want to try one last thing. She's talking about some what? I said, look, I found this game. I said game. I was like, I found this game. It's for kids like Titi, little introverted, shy kids, and it just helps them develop their social skills better. And it's compatible with the iPad, so she could sit on her iPad with her musty ass blanket covering her body in a dark corner of a room like that fucking monster from Insidious if she wants to do that shit all night. My auntie was like, okay, send it over. I'll see what I can do. Boom. I sent her the link. The app is called Gleam. Gleam. And to me, it kind of looked like similar to a Duolingo. But it's not for learning languages. It's like I said, it's for social skills and social interaction. More so for that introverted bunch of people who struggle with social awkwardness. She gets the link. She puts it on Titi's iPad. And I don't hear from them for weeks. But check this out. Yesterday, I go to the grocery store. I'm grabbing a few things for dinner. And I hear, Nasha! Nasha! And I'm like, who the fuck Who is that, right? Like a voice that I've never heard before. I'm hearing Nasha, and I'm like, I'm looking around the room to see who the fuck is calling my name. Y'all would not fucking believe who the fuck was calling my name, bitch. It was Titi. My auntie and Titi were at the grocery store. Titi spotted me and was yelling my name from across the aisle. I was like, whoa. This is the same girl who at my grandma's birthday party like 2 months ago was hiding under a blanket hissing at me. I walk over to them and I'm like, yo, like, what's up, right? Y'all, she gave me a hug. She climbed on me like I'm a fucking tree and she was a monkey, gave me a hug. My auntie was like, oh my God, what are you doing here? I'm like, oh, I'm just grabbing some stuff for dinner tonight. I was so confused. Who is this kid? And where's the real Titi? Y'all, we chit-chatted up for like 2 minutes and I'm like, hey, I gotta go so I can go get dinner started. And my auntie was like, wait, let me pay for your groceries. I'm like, for what? She was like, look what you did. Like, you did this. I'm looking at Titi like, I mean, all I did was just do a little bit of research. I sent over an app. My auntie was like, I want to apologize for acting the way that I was acting. Let me pay for your groceries as a way of me saying thank you. Because whatever game that was that you sent for her iPad, she's been doing it for 2 months. And look how much it has helped. I'm like, oh shit. So this whole new persona, this whole new bubbly little girl, that's all from Gleam? Monty was like, yes. I'm telling you, she does this every single day. She is glued to her iPad. I'm like, well, she's always been kind of glued to her iPad. But yo, that's what's up. So I let my auntie pay for my groceries. I went home and I made oxtail mac and cheese. And that shit was fucking delicious. It was. And if you haven't seen my oxtail mac and cheese video, I posted it a couple weeks ago. If y'all want to go check that out. But yeah, man, that whole thing was just so fucking weird. I'm so glad that I was able to find something to help that little girl because school starts in just 1 more week. And if she goes to school acting like this, she's for sure gonna get bullied. I'd rather her be the bully than get bullied. Sorry.